Hey friends, Jen here from the Oxijen podcast, mind and body coach of over 27 years. On my podcast, I share my H3O method, which is Oxijen living, hacks for health and happiness. Thanks for being here today. I know it takes time and energy to listen to podcasts, so I appreciate you being here with me today. In this episode, I'm going to talk about my top 5 nighttime hacks. Last week was morning hacks, and I'll drop that in the comments so you have those. They're all hacks that take less than 5 minutes a day and make tremendous amount of shifts in our life. But here's the thing, I'm going to give you a little secret. You ready for it? Consistency. If we don't have consistency, it doesn't matter what we're doing, we're not going to reach our goals as far as our health is concerned. We have to be consistent in what we're doing. And I really believe if it's easy, sometimes we tend to discount it. Like, oh, it's not going to make a dent in our life. But I can assure you, I've been doing this for over 27 years, and it is in the simplicity that we get the results. So grab a pen, or make sure you listen in. You're not going to want to miss what I have to share. The number one tip I can say is prepare. Preparation is the key. If we can prepare for the next day, the night before, our days get smoother. So preparation could be maybe getting the coffee ready the night before, packing your food for the next day. What are you going to wear? Getting your gym clothes. Like for me, it's prepping the coffee, it's making my celery juice, it's making sure my alarm's set. Those are all preparation. Also looking at the next day, making sure that I have everything I need for the people I'm going to meet or the meetings that I'm going to go to. It's really giving the sense you're preparing for the next day. And in doing that, when you wake up, you're not scattered and you're not running around, which creates anxiety. You ever wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I didn't pack my food. I don't have coffee. I don't have time now to go to the gym. All those things can be avoided in just taking a few moments the night before, less than 5 minutes to get all these things together. So that is the number one tip, preparation. Prepare for the next day. The second is, this is really important. Put away your electronics an hour before bed. You're going to want to put everything away to give the mind a time to unwind. But not only that, the hour before we go to sleep is this beautiful opportunity that we're actually feeding our brain. And I think for me, when I realized like it's my moment to feed my brain, your brain is getting fed either way. So let me just put it to you that way. Either way, whether you do electronics or not, the hour before you go to sleep, whatever you're doing, you are literally feeding your brain with that. What do I mean? You are feeding your subconscious, whether it's watching the news, playing video games, scrolling on social media. All of that is being implanted like seeds in your brain. So all night long, your subconscious mind is going to work on that. So when I say you're feeding your brain the hour before you go to bed, we are literally feeding our brain. And when I realized that, and I hope this is like an aha for you, like it was for me, what do we want to feed our brain? And that's where the third tip comes in. Number 3, celebrate your wins from the day. And a win could be anything from you set the alarm and you got up. That's a win. It could be you kept a promise to yourself. It could be you closed a deal. The wins could be small or big. It's just taking the time out of your day at the end of the day, especially that hour right before bed, we're reminding ourselves of all the good things that we did instead of focusing on the bad or the lack or the news. We're focusing on something that we did. We're reminding ourselves that we have these great capabilities for ourselves. And then also I pair that with an exercise that it's a journaling exercise. It's called I Decide. And the journal prompt is really simple. It's I decide. And it's your opportunity to decide who you want to be and what you want to create. For me, it's I decide I want to contribute to the world. I decide I want to be strong. I want to be abundant. I want to be bold or courageous. It's whatever you decide. Maybe it's you're stepping onto your nutrition path. It's like, I decide I'm going to own my health. I'm going to own my wellness. I'm going to cook tonight. I decide I'm going to get up when I say. It's really just refocusing our minds to what we actually want. You ever sit and talk to somebody and have a conversation and you ask them, I'll ask somebody their goals and they're going to give me a whole laundry list of why they can't have their goals. This is an opportunity to train our brain for what we want. We always have the ability for fight for our limitations, or we can speak for what we want to manifest into the world. So this is a great opportunity and a great exercise at the end of the day to really hone in on that hour. Like, who do you want to be? How do you want to show up in the world? I know that for me, when I ask those questions, I start to make different decisions. I start to make better decisions. So that is number 4. And then placing a big glass of water by your bed. So you're reminded to drink water at night. First thing in the morning, you see your water, you drink it. And that also has to do with the morning routine, but this is going into the night routine. Set that water up so you see it. If you're thirsty during the night, you have that water to drink. All of these things, these 5 night routines, I have to say, when I started doing them, it made such a huge difference in my life and how I wake up in the morning. And it's something that I do every night and I'll continue to do because it feels good. When we do things that feel good, it's easier to do, right? Maybe at first these might be a little inconvenient, a little uncomfortable because you're not used to doing them. Remind yourself, set reminders on your phone, set reminders around your house on your new habits you're creating is so helpful. I like to keep these short because I know we're very busy this time of year. And so let's recap the night routines. Number 1, prepare for the next day. Get your food, your clothes, look at what you have going on. Make sure you're ready for the next day. It doesn't take that much time. Number 2, put away the electronics an hour before bed. Give your brain that digital rest. And also, number 3, knowing that you're feeding your mind at that hour. So what do you want to feed your mind? And here's the opportunity that you can feed your mind what you decide. Where do you want to focus on in life, in your health, in your relationships? Decide, write it down. When we write it, we read it, we bring it in, we call it in. And then most importantly, put that glass of water by your bed so you can drink it. Again, all of these hacks under 5 minutes. At the end of the day, I said it in the beginning, it is consistency. That's it. It's consistency. It's taking these small actions, but doing them daily. And you take one habit every day and you compound it. Can you imagine looking back a year from now on what your health and your happiness is going to look like? Let's do that now. These habits take less than 5 minutes. If you are enjoying this, please share it with a friend. They are simple habit hacks that make huge differences on our lives. I see it for my clients, my family, my friends, and myself. And I want, at the end of the day, I want us all to have the opportunity that it's our birthright, creation. We came from a creator to create. And in creating ourselves, it's in our habits. What we do daily creates who we are. And these tiny shifts in your habits will change your health and your happiness. And that is going to help you create the life that you want. If you are ready to create the life that you want, reach out to me. I have programs that can help you do that, to create your life in under 5 minutes and build it exactly how you want to live, because that is what I did for myself years ago. And I am so blessed and honored to say that I have created the life that I love to live. I get to hang out with you guys. I mean, what's better than that? All right, friends, till next time, stay happy, stay healthy, one habit at a time. Yes, you can.